Hello everyone, it's Ozgun here. I hope you are doing well. So today it's gonna be a different video because we will make a question and answer session. I was taking your questions in the YouTube community tab, and today in this video I'm gonna try to answer some of those questions. And before we start the video, we need to draw the winners from the last week's video. If you remember, there was a 100% discount code to give to the 3 people for the home recordings plugins. So let's first do that. Okay, this is the video, so let's choose the winners. It says anything goes, no duplicates, include replies, no. Okay, we got 72 comments. Let's choose the first winner. By the way, in the video we tell them we will give, each plugins to 3 people, but the home recording sent us like a full discount code. So 3 people will get 3 of the plugins with full discount, so which is perfect. Thank you, Home Recordings, for your support to the channel. Let's choose the first winner. Okay, thank you. UT7ul. You are the first winner. Can we choose more? Let's choose one more. Bomuk. You are the second, so you got the plugins as well. And let's choose the third winner. John Lugedro. Okay, you are the third winner. So just reach me with email, Instagram, from Discord. I'm gonna send you the discount code. Okay, let's jump to the questions now. So the first question is, how will you approach someone with a bigger name than yours for a collab? Will you send them finished idea? I can say yes, you should send them fully finished idea. So if you send them a drop idea, half finished or just a break idea, they wouldn't be interested because they can probably do that drop, that approach better than you. I'm talking about the technical side. Probably they can do it better in the technical terms, So you gotta send them extremely unique and professional drop, for example, idea, so they consider to collaborate with you. Or you can just send them fully finished idea, and if they like the idea, they will probably collab with you. So the same thing goes with my collaboration with Oli James. So we sent him like a full finished idea, and he says, I'm hooked to that idea. It sounds so cool. Let's jump to the collab. And then he agreed to collaboration, and we start to make the track together. So yeah, man, always try to send the fully finished ideas. So if you want to collab with the bigger artists, you gotta send them something they cannot do by themselves, some crazy sound design, some extremely professional sounds, drop concept, or just send them fully finished idea. And if they like the idea, they will collaborate with you. So the next question is, what do you do for new ideas and what is your biggest secret in music production? So honestly, I think I don't have any big secret in music production. If I learn something new, I probably instantly shoot this video to the channel. So maybe my secret is that I admit I don't know everything, That's why I'm always trying to learn new stuff. I always watch other people's tutorials. I buy master classes. I try to learn as much as I can. And I try to apply what I learned to my own productions. And what I do for new ideas, most of the time just listening other people's music, or maybe listen the music in the other genres, for example, in my car, I barely listen techno or electronic music. I mostly listen Icaros, the healing songs from tribal music, that kind of nature sounds. This is what I like. This is just gives me calm, gives me inspiration, helps my sanity. But I can say that it's always good to get inspired from the other artists that you like. What is your general guide in mono stereo sounds to cover all needed spectrum in EDM genres? And how are you? So thanks for asking, bro. I'm so good. I hope you are doing well as well. So yes, your question is actually making so much sense, It's so crucial question because when you try to mix the sounds, we always try to, avoid them to clashing in the spectrum, the frequencies with the equalizer, but we don't think about the stereo spectrum. And this is so important. If 2 of the sounds occupying same side of the stereo spectrum, they will be clashing, even though they don't clash in the equalizer, but they will still not gonna sound as they are because they are kind of occupying the same spot, in the stereo spectrum. So I don't have exact rule of that, but I'm mostly trying to put my kick a little bit mono, not talking about the top kick or the textures, but the body, like the main punch of the kick, main sub of the kick. And then recently, I don't care about my bass to be that perfectly mono or not. But for example, my drums, my hi-hats, I always try to pan them, one of them a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. I'm trying to approach the stereo placement as just an orchestral, sitting plan. I'm just telling that you're gonna sit there, you're gonna sit here, you go to the back. So with this, if you can, arrange the sitting plan of your orchestra, you will handle all the stereo spectrum stuff in your mixes. So just try to solo a sound and then just unsolo other sounds. If you think they are clashing, maybe you can put one of them a little bit narrow. So back then I was trying to put everything more stereo, I thought if I put everything to the stereo, all of my sounds, if I process them very stereo information, my mix is gonna be so much huge. But this was a big mistake. If you want to have a wide mix down, you need to have contrast in the mix. So you need some mono instruments or mono-ish sounds. And then your stereo sounds is gonna really sound stereo, because our brains are always comparing sounds with each other when you listen to the music. And that's why if you are putting your leads super wide, just try to put your bass a little bit narrow so my brain can see the contrast between them and can say that, oh, these leads are super wide. I hope that makes sense. What are your requirements if someone wants to collaborate with you? Is it quality factor or something else? It's totally quality factor. And currently I have several collaborations with all the respects, but no-name artists. They are just started to the music production, but they sent me, one of them especially, sent me extremely good idea with extremely good vocals. I just hooked, in the first listen. And it's same with the first question. Yes, I get the fully finished idea, even though the idea has problems, technical problems, or absence of some of the important sounds. That's no problem at all. When I see the full idea, like I can see its finished form in my head, and I say that, okay, I definitely need to collaborate on this idea. So for me, it's always like that. I never care about the artist name. I just care about the quality of the music that they sent me. Next question is, I have just started making big room techno, etc. What is the advice you would give me as someone absolutely new at this? So if you need my advice, don't compare yourself with the bigger artists, because it's just gonna make you sad, it's gonna devastate you, it's gonna kill your motivation. So just focus on yourself and just focus on how can you learn making better music. And then watch as much as tutorials as you can. Dig this topic, dig music production at least 3 hours every day. Don't give up on this. Even though if you don't in a mood to produce music, just watch tutorials, maybe do some technical stuff. If not, just listen music, but actively listen music, not just open some techno in the background, and play video games. No, it's not gonna work. You need to actively listen the music, figure the sounds, think about it. So keep your brain busy about the music production and especially the music, big room techno that you wanna make. Just focus on that genre. And this is all about practice, Some people can make a banger track in 6 months. Some people can make it in 6 years. It doesn't matter. Everyone has different story. Everyone has a different brain. Everyone has a different life conditions. So don't compare yourself with others. It's just gonna kill your motivation. Just look at yourself and honestly, be honest to yourself and try to do the best you can. That's my biggest advice to you. How can we approach music marketing and sending tracks to the labels? So honestly, in the music marketing, I'm not that good. For the marketing I do is I'm just collecting emails from the DJs and producers, the people who has radio shows, the people who play live shows as a DJ. So I'm collecting the emails of them, I'm sending them promos, but I think this is not the social media marketing. And that's why, honestly, I don't know how to do the marketing stuff. Usually the labels are doing this for me when I release with them. And how can you approach sending your tracks to the label? So if you are sending the track in their portal or their website, actually it doesn't matter. If you're gonna write something, just keep it short, don't take this A&R person's time too much. So be very direct with them. Just tell them, hey, this is Ozgun, I have a track like this. I think you can be interested on this style. So the track is about this, the story of this, maybe just one sentence, that's all. And I just put the link of them. If you are just sending them email, don't forget to send them the direct download link or, SoundCloud link with downloads enabled. So I think that's probably enough with the labels. So I'm brand new to the production. I've been DJ for a year, so I understand the song structure. My question is, where do I begin to find sounds in the music production? I have an idea of what I want to create and the length, 16 bars drop, etc. Do I go and get a bunch of sample packs and for inspiration, or work through Serum and create my own sounds? And your videos are golden. Thanks, bro. Have you planned on doing an English course? I don't get what you mean. So okay, anyways. If you are new to that, don't even bother with creating your own sounds with Serum, because this is like my maybe 10th year in music production. So I can say that like 5 years I'm doing this very seriously. So let's say 5 to 6 years for me. And I just start to make my own Serum presets. I think if you want to make sound design, you need to be in a level. If not, the sound design you make is probably gonna have tons of mistakes, and it's not gonna sound as polished as you think they're gonna be. So for Serum sounds, if you don't have money, you can go to the YouTube. You can find tons of tutorials how to create, the sounds with the famous artists. Or you can just go to the Reddit and you will find tons of free sample packs in there. You can Google it. You can find tons of free samples there. If you have money to spend on the sample packs and the sounds, you can just find your favorite artists. Maybe they have a Patreon and they give, monthly sample packs. Or maybe they release some sample pack in a company. So try to buy them, try to get the genre-specific packs. And I think for a beginner, Splice or Loopcloud is more than enough. You will find thousands of samples there. So if I have money to spend, I will just stick to Splice or Loopcloud. If I don't have money, I'll stick to the YouTube and try to recreate the sounds in Serum, or just, find the free packs. What is your way of overcoming producer's block? Guys, this stuff is happening to me a lot. Maybe every 2 months, I'm going to the production block process. To overcome it, honestly, I just don't push myself to produce, So I was reading a book about this. I'm gonna put the book's cover just here or here. So according to the book, creation process comes from your inner child. And if that child is not happy, you cannot create anything. So I'm trying to make my inner child happy when I go to the producer's block. I play video games. I just go out and do the stuff that I like. I just go to the nature. I just spend time with the friends I like. I just party with my friends, or I just meditate. So I just do whatever that makes me happy for a couple days, and then instantly it just goes off. Try not to be stressful about it, Oh, I'm in the producer's block, what should I do? Oh, I'm screwed, I need to produce tracks, but I cannot. Don't do that. This is just another shadow talking inside your head. So try to ignore that words, that speech, and try to focus whatever makes you happy. And yeah, eventually in a couple days, you will overcome the producer's block, hopefully. What's your favorite and most hated aspects of FL Studio as your primary DAW? Is there any reason you use it over Ableton? When I first started producing, I started with FL Studio. I think that's why FL Studio is my primary DAW, because I spent in FL Studio, years of time. That's the main reason. I know how to use it. So I cannot say, I'm choosing FL Studio over Ableton because of that reason, because I think there's no reason like that. I just love FL Studio. I start with it and I'm sticking with it. I was working in a very big music studio in here as a recording engineer for 5 years. So in that 5 years, I used Logic and Cubase in that studio. So for Cubase, I can say that I know Cubase maybe as much as I know FL Studio. So I know it pretty well. But I tried Ableton and I find it a little bit chunky. The FL Studio was so... In the FL Studio, my flow is so fast, but in Ableton, the workflow, I find it a little bit slow. But I think it's because how I'm approaching to use it. One of my favorite and most hated aspects in FL Studio is actually the same thing, and which is the freedom that FL Studio gives to you. So if you want to do one simple task in FL Studio, there's maybe 10 or 15 different ways to do it. And I think this is one of my favorite things, but at the same time most hated thing, because it's very easy to lose inside of the FL Studio. If you don't know what you are doing, you can just lost inside of it. But at the same time, this freedom gives me tons of inspiration, and yeah, it just pushed me to create something new, put a new approach, and yeah, when I produce music, my flow in the FL Studio is, perfect compared to the other DAWs. That's why I'm sticking to it. Ozgun, please can you do the subscribers battle, where all of your subs submit their songs, and after the last day of submission, you rank them. Yeah, we can do something like that. It's actually a good idea. Also, someone in the Discord, I don't know if that was you, suggest me last year to make, maybe it was Gabriel, I don't remember, but the topic was something like that. We give a sample and everyone is just gonna use the sample and make a track with it. And I'm gonna judge the track in the end and give maybe some prizes to them. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. But currently, my life is too much busy, you know. I cannot put enough time to my YouTube channels. Still, I'm shooting videos weekly, but to do this challenge, you know, to do this kind of stuff, I need to put more time to it. And honestly, currently, I don't have much time to that. I have other priorities in the life. So I'm trying to have a balance in the YouTube, you know, the other music-related stuff, the mixes, the masters, the sample packs that I make for other companies, and my own music, you know, my personal life. It's so hard to keep them in the balance. So yeah, that's why I want to do that, but I won't promise to do that soon, but we will see. How can I get the perfect volume balance between kick and sub bass? I'm gonna put a card in here or here. I don't know which side is this. In this video, you will see that I'm just balancing my kick and bass with span. And I think this is one of the best ways to, you know, balance your track, but still try to get a reference and compare your track with that. This is the best way I can say. In the reference track, just check how loud the kick is, just check how loud the sub is. With span, again, you can do that. And then you can just do the exact same balances in your track, and that should be it. And also make sure the kick and the bass, in terms of phases, they are not phase canceling each other. Try to put them in the phase. Even though if you sidechain them perfectly, still there will be, you know, some crossover points. They will touch to each other, and that crossover point should be in phase. And then the kick and bass is gonna be so smooth. How to fuse hardstyle and future bass? You know, this is a very hard question. You know, you can do something like that. You can make a future bass track, but it can be the BPMs of hardstyle, and you can use all of the samples from hardstyle packs. So yeah, you can merge two styles probably like this, but this is totally up to your imagination, bro. How can you release a song on a label, but at the same time releasing the song on your own channel also? So if you are talking about the YouTube channel, I'm not releasing my track separately in my YouTube channel. I'm just uploading the track in my YouTube channel, and that video also got copyrighted from the label already. But I think it's not the copyright strike. You know, you just cannot earn any money from that video. All the money goes to the label, and then yeah, in the label maybe you get eventually some of the money back. But yeah, I'm not releasing it separately on my channel. I'm just uploading my own songs to my own channel in my release day. At the same time with the label, I can post my track to my YouTube channel. So actually everyone can upload my track to their own YouTube channel. The label is gonna collect all the royalties, but there won't be a copyright strike most of the cases. How to get signed to a label? Dude, all you need to do is just make good music and reach them with their emails or, you know, their websites, their portals. That's all. The main thing is to make good music, and I can say that if you send your music to a label, try to wait at least 10 days, 2 weeks before sending it to the next label. Then you will avoid, you know, overlapping. Maybe two of them wanna sign the track at the same time, which could cause some problems to you. So always show patience about it. How far do you EQ your sub bass? I find that 150 Hz is still muddy. So it depends on the track, but usually 100 Hz, 100 Hz and below should be enough for a sub bass. But I cannot say that this frequency should be. No, it's different than every track, every key. So that's why you gotta try to find the perfect cut point of your sub. Yeah, sometimes you don't even need a cut if you don't use any upper layers. If you have just one bass, don't even cut it. I mean the high cut. Never low cut your sub. Never. Is it difficult to get a release on big labels like Revealed, especially you are an unknown producer? I've been getting some good feedbacks by producers, and I'm confident about my music myself, but unfortunately it keeps getting declined. Is it because of the quality of my tracks not enough, or there can be other reasons? There is other reasons, but this is not because of your unknown producer. The other reason is this A&R listening to your track doesn't think your track is fitting to the revealed. That's all. It doesn't mean your track is bad. You can make super quality music, but revealed can decline that because they can think that it's not fitting what they're looking for. Always remember, when you are sending your music to the label is gonna sign it only if they think the music fits to their style, fits what they're looking for. Of course, they are searching for a quality, but at the same time, they are searching for a good style of music, what they were looking for. So yeah, I don't think they looking for the name of the artists. I think they just check the quality of the track first. So from my experience, they just check the vibe of the track and the style of the track, if they really fit to the revealed style, and then they are checking for the quality. I can tell you that because recently I signed a track with them. At first they said they love the idea, but they say the quality, the production quality is not there yet, not reaching their standards, and they asked me to mix it properly and send us back. We want to listen again. Even if they like your track, they can tell you that. So I can tell you that when you send your track to them, they don't check your name. Even at first they don't check the quality of the track. First they look the style, look the genre, look the vibe of it, and they first think if the vibe is perfectly fitting to them or not. If the vibe is fitting, then they check for the quality. And if they love the idea but the quality was bad, they will just tell you to mix it better and they will sign it. Yeah. What's your favorite label you released and why? Good question. I released on many labels. I think my favorite label so far was Rave Room because they were so interested on us. We climbed the Beatport in top 15, I think, or top 20 in the main stage chart. So this is totally huge for me. We got tons of DJ support. We got extremely good streams. And yeah, their promotion is so good. All of the people who involved in the label are super interested on your music and you. So yeah, I think Rave Room was my favorite label so far. Hey, 3 lessons you wish you had known earlier. Maybe one of them. Let me think. Maybe one of them. So when I first start producing, I was always doing referencing from other artists, and I always literally was comparing them to their songs, and I always get so much demotivated because of this. So I think that helped me to release my own tracks for more than a year, because I was always thinking that, oh, my music is so bad. Look at this big name and look at my song. My song is very, very trash, I was always pushing myself too hard because of comparing myself with other names. So I think new producers never do that because it's only just demotivating you. So don't take the reference tracks too seriously. Don't compare yourself literally with the, bigger artists yet. That was the first thing. That was the first wish. I wish I wouldn't do that in the before. And I don't know, when you ask that, it's so hard to recall the things. So other than that, dude, I cannot think like any other 2 things if I want to wish earlier. So if I remember them, I'm gonna let you know. What do you do in free time? I mostly play video games because I can consider myself as a gamer. I have a Nintendo 3DS, so I like to play, Pokemon games in 3DS, Mario games, Zelda games. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. And in PC, I play tons of games, such as Baldur's Gate, Diablo 4. Currently, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. And Elden Ring, of course. I'm waiting for the new expansion next month. So I start my days early. And after my breakfast, I start working like at least 6 hours a day. I try to work 6 hours in music. It can be a YouTube production video, or maybe my clients mix and mastering stuff, or the one-on-one lessons with my students. And then I try to produce my own music 1 or 2 hours at least. Sometimes it's more, but yeah, at least 1 or 2 hours, only trying to come up with new ideas, try new techniques just for me to, just making music. And then the rest of my time, I just play video games. Actually, the last one is not a question. My brother Gabriel write me some good wishes. I love you, brother. Thank you for your good wishes and good messages for me. Oh, guys, I talk too much. My throat is very dry now. But I think I covered all of the questions and I was so happy. I hope when you watch this video, you enjoy it too. And if you enjoy it, maybe in every couple months, we can do this question and answer stuff as a regular basis. So today that was it, guys. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.